Hey YouTube, Kira Qualia here, bringing you all my Cardfight Vanguard, Hammsuke, Great Nature deck profile for standard format, April 2020. Wanted to do an update to the Hammsuke deck for quite a while now. It seems like the more fun of the options for the Great Nature decks that we have available to us in standard format, and we got plenty of Hammsuke cards that definitely do help with the overall play style of the deck, which is to just get a lot of Imaginary Gift Excel circles and build up the different number of Hammsuke units you can call to the rear, with your main grade 3 being Pencil Hero Hammsuke. It's a really awesome deck. If you're looking to build Great Nature and want something a little more affordable, I would say this is definitely your deck to go for. You can easily collect up all the different Hammsuke cards and then go off of the new support we also received from the latest set with Great Nature, along with all the additional cards. The most difficult thing with this deck was actually remembering the right pronunciation for Hammsuke. A lot of me and my friends always called it Hammsuke for the longest time. I'm pretty sure I went off of the anime and they said Hammsuke, so I'm going to go with that for the deck profile. But like I said, if it's Hammsuke or Hammsuke, I really do believe it's Hammsuke with the pronunciation. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So to start off, for the grade 3s, your main go-to grade 3 is Pencil Hero Hammsuke. On Vanguard, when placed, if you have Pencil Knight Hammsuke and Pencil Squire Hammsuke in your soul, discard 2 cards from your hand. You gain Imaginary Gift Excel. Search your deck for up to 1 Pencil Knight Hammsuke and 1 Pencil Squire Hammsuke. Call them to rear and shuffle your deck. So with this, you have just all the other additional options for your rear guards, making up for the discard 2, but then also setting up your Pencil Knight and Pencil Squire on the additional rearguard circles. And the best thing with this deck is the fact that if you set them up on the Imaginary Gift Excel 2 markers, you make up for the rearguards with the discard 2 with the call effect you have with Pencil Hero Hammsuke. But with the Imaginary Gift Excel 2, you'll also get the additional draw power, which would also just give you that additional plus with the cost of this card, giving you more and more rearguards to go off of, being the main play focus of the deck as well. So being your main grade 3 in the deck, you definitely do want to run 4 of this. For the backup grade 3, I am running 4 Hammsuke's rival, Rocket Pencil Hamden. With this one on Vanguard or rear, once per turn when your other unit is placed on an additional rear, Counterblast 1, put a card from your hand into the soul, and that unit gets this unit get plus 10,000 until end of turn. If you have 2 or more additional rears, you draw a card. So the basic setup with this one is, if you already, let's say, have your Pencil Hero Hammsuke and you have your Hammsuke's rival, or I said Hammsuke's rival Hamden, you would ride your Pencil Hero Hammsuke, and then also when you get the effect of your Pencil Hero Hammsuke being able to discard the 2 cards, and then calling your Pencil Knight and then also your Pencil Squire to the additional rear guards you get on the field. You'll then be able to use Hamden's effect to put another card from your hand into the soul, also building up the proper number of grade 1s and 2s you need for some of your other Soul Blast abilities, but also being then able to give your Hamden the plus 10 and then one of the preferred Pencil Knight or Pencil Squire cards on the field the additional plus 10, along with the draw power. Since with your Pencil Hero, even if this is your second ride, or if you've just set this card up and call another one out to your rearguard circle, you'll have the 2 Imaginary Gift Excel circles and be able to get the draw power off of Hamden. You definitely do want to run 4 of the Hamden for the deck, just for that overall easy setup and backup support it can do to your Pencil Hero. But moving along with the grade 2s now, I'm running 4 Pencil Knight Hammsuke. I'm going to keep saying it. I've said it so long, I'm going to say it again. But Pencil Knight Hammsuke. On rear, if your Vanguard is Pencil Hero Hammsuke, this unit gets plus 3,000, making it a 12k attacker, so it can hit a good number of units. But if you have it on the additional Imaginary Gift Excel circle, it'll get the plus 5 power, making it able to even hit your opponent's Vanguard, whether it is an Imaginary Gift Force or an Imaginary Gift Protect or Excel Vanguard. And on Vanguard, during the battle that attacked, if Pencil Squire Hammsuke is in your soul, this unit gets plus 5,000, which you should always be able to set that card up in your soul, whether you use it for a ride target or just the additional ability when you call it at the end of the turn, put it into your soul for the additional search options you have with the card. So for Hammsuke, it's more for the setup and overall for the search power you'll get off of your Pencil Hero Hammsuke. You should never have to really draw into this card. You should just be able to, get it out in the field over and over again using your Pencil Hero's ability to call out this and Pencil Squire onto the field. So that's why you definitely also need 4 of this card, just so you always have consistent, calls with this to your additional Imaginary Gift Excel to rearguard circles. And I'm also running 4 Hammsuke's rival red and blue pencil, Hammsuke. Now with this one on Vanguard or rear, this Hammsuke also looks a lot different. I believe we had another Hammsuke for premium format with Hammsuke, but with this one on Vanguard or rear, when placed, Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, put 1 from among them into your hand, and put 1 card from among them into your drop zone. So with this, you have the drop zone ability, which works for a bunch of other cards we run in the deck also for that support, but also just being able to add the proper card to your hand, let's say, so you always get the right Hammsuke ride target. I don't mind riding Hamden when you have to, but I always prefer, obviously, Pencil Hero Hammsuke, and then having multiple copies in your hand for those, ride after ride. So you get the additional Imaginary Gift Excel circles is the ultimate plus of the deck as well. And on Vanguard or rear, once per turn, when your card is put from the deck into the drop zone, you may have this unit get plus 5,000 until end of turn. So along with that plus power, you also have it from the first search ability, also being able to power up this unit, so then it can also hit 10Ks. Let's say if you have to ride this as your go-to grade 2, most of the time I prefer to ride Pencil Knight most of the time, but you should still be able to set it up on your rear guard with that much power as well. And with the trigger lineup I've chosen, having those triggers you get with your drive checks have some pretty powerful rear guards and Vanguard attacks regardless. And then for the last of the grade 2 support, I actually have, there's only 2 Hammsuke grade 2s for the deck. So as the backup grade 2, I am running 3 Observation Scribe Snakewill. You can also try Binoculus Tiger if you have them for this last spot for the last 3 of the grade 2s. On rear, once per turn when your Vanguard attacks, if your card was put from the deck into the drop zone this turn, Counter Blast 1 and stand this unit. So with this, it works very, very well with Hammsuke being able to set up that drop and search, and then when it's on the field, you get the stand of this card for more pressure with all of your attacks. It's a once per turn stand, remember that, but also when your Vanguard attacks, so it makes it want to attack one more time. But then with your front trigger, if you get the additional power, you can have this unit attack a rear guard first, then restand it with the plus 10 from the front trigger as well for a stronger attack against, let's say, your opponent's Vanguard or even another rear guard on the field. And that is it for the grade 2s. We'll now move on to the grade 1s. Spoke about this card more than enough with the deck, just with all the searching you can do. But for the grade 1s, I run 4 Pencil Squire Hammsuke. Continuous on your rear, if your Vanguard is Pencil Hero Hammsuke, this unit gets plus 4,000, making it, since it's a continuous effect, always a 12K, so very difficult, let's say, for some of your opponent's lone units to attack it as well. And on rear, at the end of your turn, Soul Blast 1, put this unit into your soul, search your deck for up to 1 Pencil Knight Hammsuke, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. So even if you have your, let's say, grade 1 setup, if this is any other grade 1 on your Vanguard, and you have the Pencil Squire Hammsuke on the rear guard, you can go for the multiple attacks, attacking with Hammsuke first on the rear, and then your Vanguard, regardless of which one it is. And at the end of the turn, Soul Blast 1, put it into the soul, which also sets up your soul, but gives you then the search for your proper grade 2 to ride in, getting ready for Pencil Hero Hammsuke, while also giving you the grade 2 search using this card for just the cost of a Soul Blast. So along with Pencil Knight, you definitely want 4 Squire just for the calling you do with your Pencil Hero once again, and just overall consistency as well. It's definitely one of the most important grade 1s you run in the deck. And then also for the rest of the Hammsuke support, we only had one other grade 1 as well from the new set, and that is Hammsuke's classmate pastel marker, Hamma. With this one on Vanguard or rear, when placed, Soul Blast 1, put a grade 2 or less card from your hand into your soul and draw a card. So even if you don't use the Hammsuke ability, you can still Soul Blast with this one on the Vanguard, put it into the soul. Let's say you already have the grade 2 Pencil Knight in your hand. It gives you the additional draw, and then also just having it, you can get a draw for another card that may be more beneficial for you, and then you can save all the other Pencil Squire and Pencil Knights for the actual ability of your Pencil pencil hero without having to call them out, or search them, and then give you less searches later on in the game, with focusing on Hamma for more draw power with its skill and not some other cards. And like I said, we only have those 2 Hammsuke cards for the grade 1 count as well. So for the other grade 1s, I am running 4 Monoculous Tiger. The biggest weakness is early game with this one because it does use up the soul of your Vanguard, which most of the time you want to rely on the starter for some of your other cards like Pencil Squire. So try and refrain from Monoculous Tiger if you can until late game when you've built up your soul a lot more with a bunch of your other units, but still very, very useful for the guard restriction and then the sentinel restriction that you can do with triggers, and also your opponent's perfect guards when this card attacks or boosts a rear guard. And then I also run the 2 Prober of Black Jet Cecile. It has the reveal effect for the top card of your deck as well for the Soul Blast, which can definitely help when boosting rear guards, because you do want to give some additional power to your units on your normal rear guard circles, which these definitely do help with the draw 2, discard 2, just to help some consistency when you mill the trigger unit, and then with the normal unit giving it +5 until end of turn. And working on Vanguard or rear if you need that situation is also an added plus also. And then for the grade 0s, I started to go with Blackboard Parrot for the starter. Seems more fitting since it was released in the same set as the original Hammsuke, just being the generic when rode upon draw a card, and then the additional shield unit if your opponent already rode a grade 1 with the new errata. And for the trigger lineup, I decided to go with the 8 front trigger in this deck. So the 4 Castanet Donkey and 4 Alarm Chicken. This is just overall pressure, since with your Hammsuke, you can have up to, at least 6 Imaginary Gift Excel circles by your 3rd ride. With all that pressure, if you get a front trigger and give +10 to everything, those multiple attacks definitely do come in a lot more than, just what you could get from a critical trigger with this deck, which is why I decided to focus on the 8 front for the deck altogether. And I also run the 4 Cable Sheep, being the draw trigger preferred for the Sentinel Guard, so I can keep my grade 1 count open for all the different plays we can do on the field. And lastly, the 4 Dictionary Goat, just being the heal trigger we have for standard format at the time being for Great Nature also. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoy the video. Definitely a very, very fun deck for Great Nature. I'm glad I built it. I've been having a lot of fun with it as well. So definitely look into it if you're looking to build something budget-friendly for Great Nature. But until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And Kira Qualia out.